Let's see, am I live? So here we go. Mobile live dashboard. All right, I think we are live, guys. Why is it not showing me that I'm live in my own channel? Come on. Come on, man. Show me how I'm online. Boop. Come on. So it's showing me someone else. Well, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about these sales that I just found out there are for batteries. Just kind of last minute they showed up. Tom was like, hey, I'm gonna put up a sale. Let's get these people. Let's get some powers. Hey, hello from Seattle, Washington. Frank Schussel? Jehu? Yes, this is me. Let me just click on the... Where are those links? Hey, okay, here we go. So I can give you those links. If you guys are looking for batteries, right now is the time to buy some because Tom just put a bunch of batteries for sale. Let me also let him know that I'm going to be talking about his batteries right now. I'm live talking about your batteries. Well, among, because I also found some other talking about your battery sales. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so if you guys are looking to do, if you guys are building some kind of project that is going to require batteries, yeah, there's some cool sales there. And I want to talk to you guys about them because some of them are just regular Tom batteries that I've been, we've been showing you guys how to use them and projects, all that stuff. But also, a lot of those are ones that they weren't available to us anymore, right? I used to be talking about those back in the day, and they all of a sudden they just went away, and so now they're back up. And so yeah, I want to show you guys the third link. There is the large EV battery modules, and some of those are pretty cool. Some of those are the Nissan Leaf batteries, right? And these are the most affordable Leaf batteries that I've found on the internet. It's like, yeah, it's around $130, $130 to $150 a kilowatt hour. So those are really good for RV projects. For RV projects, you'll have to do. Wait, so let me see. Is there any? No, there is no lithium iron phosphate, unfortunately. For those, I will have to source some lithium iron phosphate for all of you guys, but you could do an RV project at 24 volts, which if you don't mind getting like 24 volt, like inverters and all that stuff, yeah, you could totally use some of these. Let me see, let's go through these. Which ones are the ones that are available? If you click on the last one, there's the Nissan Leaf there. Those come in 2S modules. So you would have to do, you can't, because you would have to do 7. So those are not very good for 24 volts or 12 volts. The Samsung ones, also not the greatest because they come in 5-cell ones. And I think those are the ones that are selling. Yeah, they're selling the 5-cell ones. There's also a 6, oh no, there's another one here, a 6-cell one. Wow, that's jumping from $114 to $150. Yeah. That one, it's also quite, it's just a little bit off, right? At 6S. If they were 7S, it would be great. But the lot of the Johnson Control ones, those are really good because those you can break them apart and then you can put them at 7S. You can put them together at, I think they come at 12S or something like that. You can do 13, 14, you can change them, you can rearrange them however, and they already come, you know, they're large 2.5 kilowatt modules, 48 volts, but at 12S I think. So yeah, if they work at 12 volts for you guys, that's a steal right there. The Johnson controls, right? So they're selling a lot of 9 pieces. How many do they have? Let's see. And there's 5 lots available of 9 modules. Ooh, and that sale ends in 2 hours and 25 minutes. Wow. So I didn't realize soon enough that these were up against, but because they had, yeah, you know, I used to like push those. I was stuck in that warehouse for a while, working on those modules, and they're good quality batteries. I gotta tell you, like all of those are like very low degradation. It's good stuff, and I was really saddened, and it was a really good price, and so I was really saddened that they weren't gonna be available for us anymore. And so now that they just popped back up, I'm like kind of glad, because, well, more batteries for us. The cool thing about those modules is that they're already put together in modules, so you wouldn't have to, you know, build the modules, because those you know, becomes a hard thing. Really? The interlace are back on this thing? I already took them off. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Someone on YouTube used Leaf batteries to do 48 volt for their RV. Oh, they did. So they either went 12S. Oh, actually, you could wait, 48 volts? Yeah, 48 volts. You could do 48. You could do 14S, which would be pretty dead on 48 volts. So that's pretty cool. And though that link that it's in there, it's about the cheapest one, right? They always want too much. People have always asked me, what about the Leaf cells, battery cells? And I'm like, at over $100 a module, you know, yeah, that's too expensive. And so here are some for 70 something, and then there's like another one for, I think, like Gen 1 or Gen 2, like different gens. One is 70 some dollars, the other one's like 80 some dollars, but either way, they're below the $100 mark that I've seen in a lot of places. I've seen $130 for each one of those modules everywhere else on eBay. So these are a steal right now, and I might have to pick some up and do some cool projects for those, because they come in those cool canisters, right? So yeah, it turns out they're great for 36 volts, and then they're good for 48, because you can do 14S, you do 10S. Other more than that, it'd be, yeah, doesn't quite match, right? Because you need 7, or I guess you can do 4S if you wanted to, if it worked with your 12 volt equipment. By the way, for those of you who don't know, there's a live chat where we kind of discuss all that, and I did some testing on some equipment here. Looked at on my YouTube channel to see that it really depends on your equipment, right? But a lot of equipment works with 4S, a lot of equipment works with 3S, but it just really depends on that, and then depends how you want to use your cells. You could only use a percentage. What did it come out to? Like you have to leave about 9% or 10%, something like that, unused on your batteries, your capacity. But if you're going for, you know, long life, that's, you know, that's what you do. You just underuse your batteries for 10%, and then those batteries should last you forever. So it's actually a win-win. So yeah. So maybe you could do 12S with 4S. No, 12 volt with 4S, and so that's gonna be pretty cool. Magloopy says links not working. Really? How come the links are not working? Do they work on my YouTube channel? Can you guys check? Let's see. I mean, I clicked on it, and then it goes. Yeah, it goes to Tom's. Tom has 2 sales going on right now. He's got a 10% new offers bulk pricing. So basically, for the people that were looking at those A123 cells, the modules that come in 40 volts, right now he's offering a 2-pack because they come in those boxes, and he says he doesn't have to spend any more money on the actual box, so that's kind of a good deal for him. And the shipping's also a lot cheaper when you can ship 2 of them at a time. So $224, so basically $225 for 2 of those. And then he put a a 20 piece on those, these ones right here. These lipo pouches, right? The SPM08HP, which I did some tests on those, and you know, these guys put up a bunch of power or whatever. I want to do my audio system on my soundbar with these, and so that's another project that I have. I bought like a little subwoofer and stuff, and I'm gonna try to make a. I actually got an amplifier that works on 48 volts, so I think I might actually wire some of these in 48 volts and run my Samba sound system. So anyways, he put 20 of those, that's a lot, for $103, which is a pretty good deal. And then he's got the other LiPo ones that are coming at 9S in the fireproof case, which is a, you know, just like a box. It's a metal box that come, what is it, 10 pack of those two for $224. So what? So that means 94, 93. So that's a kilowatt. So it's kind of expensive, I guess, when you look at it that way. $220 per kilowatt hour. But they come in those battery cases, I think, right? So if you want the cheapest battery, you know, best bang for buck, I guess that wouldn't be the way to do it. Those wouldn't be the cells, right? Probably, yeah. Which would be the other ones? That's the 10S. I mean, that's the save 10%. Let's see. And then the second link, it loads up for me also. Well, save 10%, 1 week only, fully tested. So these are all the cells that are like tested. These are the ones that he's popping up into all those little testers, and he's doing all the work for you essentially. So you get a box with clean cells that are already like have a sticker and says what the capacity is and what the internal resistance and stuff. And look at those. He's got the Samsung 2600 milliamp hours. Man, I'm like, yeah, that kind of hurts me because I want to use some of those for my bus. You know, he tells me not to worry because there's going to be more in the future and stuff. But I'm like, I need to secure mine before all of you guys buy yours. Well, not really, right? But I need to be ordering some of those. So he has those at $162. That means it's a $1.62 per cell, fully tested, 2600 milliamp hours. That's pretty good. And then, of course, he's got the Sanyo ones. He was talking about those. He's basically giving those away at $54 per 100 or 99. Yeah, 99 cells per $54. And the reason why he's doing that is because he says he doesn't have time to test those, because those have a higher incidence of like heaters. They're the ones that are like heat up when you're charging them and discharging them. So because he has to leave them overnight, right? Because he loads up like, I don't know, 1,200 cells, I think, or something like that. They're like, so he's like, I don't want to do that because it would require someone to be on them all the time just to remove all the heaters, right? And so he's like, I'd rather just, you know, because he's got so many of the other ones that are higher quality, and he wants to test those first instead of spending time with those. Then he's just gonna give them away at $54. So if you have the time to be able to start testing cells and you're the best bang for buck, I think these cells right here are the ones, right? 2200 milliamp hours. Let's see what you guys are saying. So I was checking to see if the links work, and they do work for me. I wonder why they don't work for you. Hey man, where is this thing at? By the way, that was my dad. What link? Link is not working. The link isn't working for me. Why? So it's not working for any of you? Link's not working. Someone on YouTube, beginning from this morning, from the minute counter again. Let's see. Misa Garcia is now hosting you for up to 3 viewers. Link to batteries. Here's the link to batteries again, guys. For some reason, it's saying that for some of you are not working. But if it's not working for you, you gotta go. You could also go to my YouTube channel, which I just posted a video saying that I'm over here talking about those, and the links are in there. Maybe it'll let you look from there. Help your dad. That's my dad. He doesn't need help. Wait, Colin First? What are you guys talking about, Colin First? Does DIY power bank is worth? Yes, it's worth it. Hold on, checking YouTube, says Frankie Sum. Did he come back? I think it worked out because he didn't come back. Oh, they're working now. Oh, not working though. Oh, they're working. Okay. Video keeps freezing. Tried 2 devices now and checked internet. Really? I wonder why. I wonder if it's let's see. Oh, I see. Hey there, J35.us is a branded short domain. You might be here by mistake. Oh, I see. Does Twitch have a thing that prevents the short domains? Is that what happens? Oh, the 2 links are overlapping. Okay, so check it out. I'll post them. Oh, there we go. He posted them. Adam the Smith put the 3-day sale. I'll separate them. Oh, come on! That didn't work. Sorry. This is like... So that's the one. And then here's the other one. Yeah, that's my pops, by the way. If you guys... Come on! I was trying to edit the links, but it's really hard to vary. Does you ship your batteries to India? So I actually don't ship any batteries. Those are not my batteries. Those are Tom's batteries. And then they're Tech Direct batteries, right? So these are 2 companies. One is back east. Another one's here in Southern California. I do know that Tom will ship batteries to India if UPS will ship them. So if on his links on YouTube, on eBay, if you go and you can actually get a quote, that's how much it's going to cost. That's how much, UPS or FedEx will charge him, which means it's charging you for that. And so that means that service is available. So you got to go click the batteries that you want to get and then click and see if it'll give you a quote for your country or whatever. And so I know he ships worldwide. So if the shipping companies will ship there, he will ship them. Hey Jehu, you actually blocked me for criticizing you too much, which I'm actually proud of. Any chance I can get an honorary plaque for this achievement? Where did I block you? James Bond? I do block people when they get rude and stuff, or overly demanding, or overly aggressive, or But yeah, I might have blocked you. I don't remember. Oh, on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Why were you being extra critical on me? Let's see. Bitly works good too. What did I miss? Says Super Brain AK. Oh, I just found out there's a bunch of sales on batteries. So I was like, what? Why didn't I know this earlier? Well, earlier we were just talking about nonsense. So a lot of you guys were like angry. They're like, I'm leaving out of here. I didn't sign up for this. But now that we have stuff to talk about batteries, and in fact, we had Tom. After Tom got cut off and then we all went to eat dinner, Then a few minutes after that, he was like, "Oh, here we go. Here's the whatever. Here's the links to the sales," which was pretty good. I ship for battery hookup. FedEx doesn't allow us to ship to India, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. We have RJ. Wait, how do you say Jabazlan? I'm so bad with these names. Anyways, he says he ships for battery hookup for Tom, so FedEx doesn't allow us to ship to India, unfortunately. So, sorry, no India. Did you made any power bank from that laptop battery? Yes, I have one right here. It's the center one right there. It's the... Oh, it's not that one. Boop, that one right there is that laptop battery. Those are not dead laptop batteries, but they kind of are, but they're dead. No, they're repurposed UPS 18650 module cells, and then those are hoverboard batteries. So there you go. Oh, RJA Baseball, am I right? RJA Baseball. There we go. I'm Tom's brother. Hey, Tom's brother. What's your name, Tom's brother? I should know this, because he did tell me that you were going to be helping him a lot more. Where is Tom, by the way? we kind of dropped off on him. I mean, our equipment froze, and then we're like, okay, let's go eat because we're dying here. Ever play with any flow batteries? No, I never played with flow batteries. I kind of like lithium batteries. I guess I'd have to see those other battery technologies to really... It's okay, YouTube blocked Jehu Garcia. That's Island Time said that. Yeah. RJA Baseball is what it stands for. Okay. I'm really bad at reading when they're like all together like that too. Yeah. What's up, man? Motor Horse says, what do you prefer? Oh, he's asking Aaron. Oh, am I the only one who does not prefer Sanyo batteries? So Sanyo batteries have a bad rep among the DIY community. They're supposed to be like heaters, right? I guess a lot of people are saying they get a higher percentage of those heat up, which means that it's probably like a small internal, like higher internal resistance or some little short or something. But when you start charging them and stuff, you know, after an hour you go and touch them, and you're like, oh, if they're hot, then those are like, you don't necessarily want to use those, right? Because they would heat up, you know, normal operation charging them. Those little chargers don't really run them that, you know, that hard. They charge slowly and they discharge slowly. So definitely would be a thing to consider. So that's why Tom is kind of giving them away. That's what he said, you know, that $50 for like 100 cells. Yeah, 50 cents a cell. And a lot of them are like the capacities are there, right? It's just he doesn't have the time or manpower to kind of check those. There's just better product that he can spec because he doesn't have enough, you know, testers to. And we gotta fix that whole thing where he's just wasting so much energy because he's not capturing any of that. So he's cycling cells every day, and that energy is just being wasted. That's yeah, we gotta fix that, man. Let's see. Ryan. Okay, Ryan. Welcome, Ryan. Nice to see you here. I hope to meet you pretty soon, actually. My requirement is like 16 kilowatt hours. If you need 16 kilowatt hours, the EV car modules would probably are the way to go because then you don't have to put a bunch of little cells together, right? If you need like high energy density, or you need like a very specific thing, then, you know, maybe building your own modules might be the best way. That's one of the reasons why I'm going to do that, because they have to fit in very specific space in my Samba when I make them. So I'm going to use those 2600 milliamp hour cells. So that's why I'm building my own modules. I like LG. Sanyos tend to fail on me, and the wrapper model numbers are tough to read on Sanyo. Actually, haven't talked to him all day today. He's been quiet this weekend. Oh yeah, he said he wasn't feeling so great earlier, because he's he's going through withdrawals, because he said he's trying to quit smoking. So yeah. Do you know anything about sodium ion batteries? Nope, not really. Are you an electrical engineer? Says J Deep 505. I am not by trade or by by degree. I am mostly uneducated, other than educated internet education. This is the only education that I have ever gotten, and YouTube. I have the degree on the University of YouTube. So LG solid makes sense. What do you think about the recent innovation in batteries with regards to graphene? So I don't really understand the whole graphene thing. I know they're available, and I know what's the deal. You can charge them a little bit quicker. You can discharge them a little bit quicker. I think that's about it, right? I know that it's not, it's not super amazing, or I would we would all be jumping up and down, right? But I think it's a gradual thing. They're just a slightly bit better, I think. That's the thing about the graphene ones, right? Flow batteries are really freaking big and bulky. Yeah, so they're big size to run big things. But the capacity you could achieve per dollar is supposedly impressive. Yeah, so I guess if you had to run a town or something, which is where we're getting, right? Especially with this Puerto Rico program projects and stuff that we're doing, you do have to you have to power cities, so you're gonna have to. So they might be viable for those sort of stuff, but yeah, because they're not. Because they're not popular, then that means that I haven't been able to get my hands on them, and so I was like, nope, I haven't had, and so it limits my interest in it, right? Since I can't get my hands on them and stuff, I haven't seen them and stuff. Maybe, I don't know, maybe as my channel grows and, some of these people might allow me to come and check out their systems and their thing, I might develop some interest in them. But as of right now, I got no special ins into the battery world. I'm just a dude. I'm literally just a dude on YouTube talking about batteries all the time. Let's see. But there's no small scale flow batteries. Yeah, that sucks. Richard57 News says, just upload a video on how a pack of small supercapacitors can start a motorcycle. Yep, supercaps can hold a lot of, actually not a lot of energy, but they can deliver a lot of energy very quickly. And people do tend to ask me about that, but I don't see the use for them, especially in storage applications, right? Batteries just seem to be much better storage device currently, and because there's so many that there's so many applications for them, that's why we can actually deal on them. So we can work with them because there's a surplus now. There are secondhand batteries all kinds of places. Tom is he can get his hands on a lot of those, and that's what allows us to have, affordable batteries, which is pretty cool. Hey, Toro Me, thank you for following me on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Let's see. No, Tom only said one Sanyo model did that. The rest are fine. Oh yeah, I think he did say that last time, right? But They do have a bad rep in the DIY world, though. At least from the recycle, from the ones that have been on the dead laptop batteries. Dankas Backen, welcome to the channel. Sorry if I misread your name. It pops up and then it goes away. Wow, Tom's batteries are cool. Orange Chucker, thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. So, Puff and Fresh says, I got some bad Sanyo cells. Get super hot. What model number is it, if you don't mind posting there? I mean, why not? We should probably do a thing where we do the thing where we try to keep track of which ones there are, right? Oh, there we go, there we go. UR18650F is the heater cell. Oh, battery hookup. Tom is here. Tom is in the house. Which laptop batteries are best power bank? Well, that's a hard question to ask because it all depends. Depends on what you're asking. You know, if you're talking about energy density, then it's going to be one model. If you're talking about power density, it's going to be another model. If you're talking about price, it's going to be a different model. So, what is your criteria for consider them best? That's you know, they all work if you design the battery pack the right way. ICR26F. Wait, ICR26F. Oh, so ICR26F are these, right? Oh no, these are 22. Oh, I see. No, those are, I have 22Fs. I have 22Fs, I don't have 26Fs. Maybe I got a few bad packages, not having the same as everyone else. Yeah, that is also possible, you know. If you got the ones that you have to break yourself, there's always a possibility of that. So, BSI Slayer says 16 kilowatt hour volt battery, $2,000. No, wait, $2,000 is actually quite a bit. Well, I don't know. Let's see. So, does that work out to about $150 kilowatt hour? Right. So we divide that into what? 16? Is that what it is? 16 kilowatt hours. But yeah, so $125. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, if you can find it for $2,000, go for it. Super Brain says the reason Sanyo cells heat up is a flaw in the chemistry after they get old. They absorb the current coming in, so some are so bad they never charge fully until they overheat. 4 volt at 1 amp equals 4 watts wasted as heat. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah, and some models, right? We don't know which ones those are the ones, but they do have that. Oh man, those green names are super hard to read. Or maybe I'm colorblind or something. I'm thinking larger storage tanks for an economy of scale advantage for flow. I see. You're talking about flow batteries. Still. Okay, Puff and Fresh. Hey, Paradise 554, welcome to the channel. Thank you for your follow. I'm in Australia, so not many electric cars down here yet. Yeah, you guys are way down there. Can you explain the best practice when soldering the batteries? Dab solder on the battery head first or on the resistor legs? Well, on both. Yeah, once you get good, you can like super quickly just go, psh, you know, and you're done. And then the next one, psh, and you're done. And the next one, and then you do the same thing on the little leg, and then you just, you know, you pre-tin the leg, and then you put it in there, and you're like in a second, it's like welded together, right, or soldered together. So we were actually doing some tests with the spot welders, and you know, those actually get hot too. Like when you start using some of the thicker, like the nickel strips or whatever. you know, when you have to do 1, 2, 3, or 4 of those things, you know, you touch the battery and it's hot. So that whole thing that, you know, it's less heat, it definitely is less heat, but they do get hot also. So you have to do it quickly, and it does require a little bit of practice. You just gotta, you know, after you do a few hundred of them, then you're getting really good at it. Let's see. The 26F 100 quantity is the best. 100% over 2400. Oh, I see. 2400. So in your experience, you bought some of those 26Fs. So J Deep says, which laptop power bank are best for power rank? Again, I don't know what you mean by best. They're all best. They're all good. Depends on your design. RJA Baseball 5 says, wait, oh man, I gotta remember your name. What was your name? Your name. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go way down there. Ryan. Oh, look at that. Huh? I found your name, Ryan. Now I can't find where you commented. Oh, I've heard you're possibly coming to visit here, but either way, when we branch out to Rancho, eventually I'll be going out there with my girlfriend to run the warehouse for Tommy. We'll definitely meet one day for sure. Yeah, man, probably at the end of the month we'll be out there checking you out. High current Sony 5 and 4 lots of electric skateboards. Wow. You're making electric skateboards with the Sonys? That's cool. Saludos de Sonora. Wow. We have some people from Mexico. Mexico. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Oh, it's all about cost. Yeah, so if it's all about cost, yeah. Which ones are the best? Which ones are the best, Tom? If it's all about cost. Is the Nissan Leaf a model in the USA? Yes, Nissan Leaf is a car. Actually, not just in the US, it's in a lot of markets. And it has, yeah, it's got a cool battery, I guess. They come into this little cool canisters and stuff. And, yeah, definitely you can make power walls with them. You can do some other projects. That's probably our most popular EV. I just can't win with laptop batteries. Modem battery seems the return is close to 40 to 50% over 2200 milliamp hours. I think it's higher like that for us, right? I mean, Tom, yeah, those are like really good, right? Could you put a link on where you get the brass bars you're using on new 18650 arrays? Yes, I totally can. Oh, actually, the best way to find those would be links, bit.ly. I use, so brass, let's see, brass. There we go. So those, no, we don't want those. The cheapest ones I've found, no, that's Amazon, is McMaster-Carr, which is a really cool store here in the States that they ship pretty much anything, any mechanical thing that you would ever want. You can order it there. It's a pretty cool place. It's really expensive, but that's the place that I found the cheapest. Tara B, thinking of building a Powerwall. Well, welcome to the club. Use some of my links if you're buying equipment. You know anything about these batteries? Oh, he's asking. Will you recommend MPPT inverter for Powerwall? Yes, I am testing a couple of them currently. I will have a shootout of the ones that I have. Yeah. Not every solar charge controller is the same. There's whole variance in efficiency when it comes to those pieces of equipment. Some suck and some are really good. I would use UR18650F cells if you can charge to 3.9. Anything above 405, those Sanyo heaters will heat up. Oh, I guess that's another strategy. You just keep them from charging them. So they're essentially great for 4S 12 volt, I guess, right? Because then you never go above 4 volts. Nissan Leaf batteries for home. So degrees from school. Let's see. I need 50 to 100 more batteries, sis. Inverters are an MPP. Oh, actually, there are inverters that have a built-in charge controller, but you might be right. They might not be MPPT. Let's see. What do we go? Sanyo batteries are good to heat up my lunch. Did you see my last video on the soldering iron? I have 2 more to release in the next few days. Another battery tab welder. No, sorry, I didn't see it. Post a link here in this comments here. See if you can do it. Then at the end of this thing, I'll try to go and click on it. 2600s are the best Samsungs. So what kind of batteries the Toyota Prius use? The Toyota Prius, I want to say they're probably like LG pouches, similar to these, I think. Well, and of course there's a bunch of the Priuses, right? There's a bunch of models, and I think they change. I think there used to be, early in the days, they were cylindrical, but I think now they're pouches. Those are not as popular because they're hybrids, so the battery packs are a lot smaller. So usually they're not as attractive for us because, it's a tiny little battery, and usually people want a lot of money for them. So let's see. I charged a couple of Sanyo UR18650A up in an Opus, and they got about 700 milliamp hours before being too hot to touch. Yep. Wait, so that's the UR18650As. Okay. Turn on off as soon as I realized. Yep. The Toyota Prius use nickel metal hydride battery for a life. Oh, really? Are they really still using? So in 2016, they're still using nickel metal hydride batteries? I find that hard to believe, but you might be right. I don't know. It might be the reason why we never see them. XGHOZ7, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. So this old text says, did Javier get a new battery gav welder? I don't know if he did. I know he was messing around with that stuff. So when you open a laptop battery and give you 2.5 volts, will that be good for Powerwall, or which one are good for that? It depends how long they spent the time down there. 902 Rider, welcome to the channel. Yeah, it depends how long they spend down there. 2.5 volts, I think they're still within range. There maybe not too much damage happens. So when you leave batteries down really low voltage, I guess for a long extended period of time, and they get some damage, they don't like it, right? And so they degrade. And so they spend a lot of time down there, then yeah, that might not be good to be reused. They might give you trouble. But it just depends how long they were down there. It's just how low they went. Let's see. I will be trying the TS100 for soldering 19650s. I need to buy new solder because I bought some cheap stuff on accident. Yeah, you gotta use the right solder. Let's see. Yeah, I guess some of these 4-bay battery, which says some chargers put a lot of heat into the cell due to inefficiency and lack of good cooling for the boards. Yeah, some of these chargers, you know, and Tom was actually saying that about the ones that I suggested because he was having trouble getting the Lido columns. And he says that they get hotter at the same level that the Lido columns will stay cool. So maybe the Lido collar is the ultimate winner in this challenge. And of course, I didn't do a test where I had so many of them. I did, you know, I did like 600 cells, and I did half of them on the Lido collars, and half of them the what are those other ones? Sandfleurs. But the Lido collar is another great discharger, but hard to get in the States. Best are those little dischargers you get on eBay for around $6. Yeah, Tom is the reason why they're hard to get. He's getting them all because he needs, you know, thousands of those. Are you ever going to do a meetup or a DIY or DIY seminar? Says Richard Fitz7 UV. So, let's see. Am I gonna do a thing? I suck at around people. I have to like prepare a thing. So I am gonna do a meetup, but I don't know if we're gonna do like a seminar where I like teach you. I know we didn't do that in Puerto Rico. The first time it was the same thing, just kind of talk and just throw ideas around, right? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna ever do that. I think maybe I can get someone to help me, like, get organized and all that stuff. Maybe I'll do it. But I definitely gonna make I am gonna do a meetup, and we're gonna start one in June. So in about a month. Wait, so June? No. So yeah. Jake267 is not following you on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Just so that we can see that TV show, right? I want to do that you know, that release of that show. Hey, Minnie's husband. Is it Minnie's husband? I think that's what it was. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about the seminars. I know there's a service that will allow me to like offer up time to do like a one-on-one, right? A lot of people ask me about one-on-ones, and I'm like, ugh. So there's like so many of you that are asking me for that. So I don't have all the time in the world, right? And especially like one-on-ones, it could take hours, you know. We could start talking about all kinds of stuff, especially when we start talking about like design and stuff. So a lot of times I'm like, I can't spend that much time on a single person, you know, because I gotta make. Because one of them, I'm always struggling to make time to do videos. And so, you know, like here, I'm talking to about 87 of you, right? And then this will stay recorded here. So then hundreds, thousands of people might get to see this. So if that question that you popped up here, someone else will get to see it, and then it'll get an answer, right? But if we do a one-on-one, then, you know, it's like a lot more work for a lot less exposure, you know? So it helps only the one person. So I find that hard if I don't have time to do like everything in one day. You know, I'm gonna try to do like by the most where I can get the most out of my time, right? And definitely like one is like towards the bottom of that list, unfortunately. But there is a service that allows me to then like kind of like auction off my time, you know. So there's a lot of people that want to have a one-on-one that I can, and I kind of like thought about it, and I don't know if I'm like comfortable doing that, right? But it's definitely, I feel, you know, I have to say no to a bunch of people every day that were like, I just want a one-on-one. Can you help me design the system? Can you do this thing, you know? And a lot of them are like you know, they're like offering me to pay me and stuff, but without having like a setup system, it's kind of hard. So maybe I'll start doing that eventually if I get past the weirdness of that whole thing. And yeah, and then definitely I know I have a lot of friends that actually make a living doing seminars, like master classes, they call them, right? Master classes used to be a thing that was only for like certain things like photography and stuff, but now it's like everyone is doing them, you know, like DJs are holding master classes, and like people that are like doing about social media. So it's like if you have a thing that people want to learn from you, then you can join that program about, you know, the master class program and stuff. And yeah, I have friends that are like traveling the world doing master classes and all over the place, you know. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll get to that point, but right now, you know, it's just my channel. Well, and when they don't kick me out, right? So in 3 months, well, actually, like more like a month and a half or a month, 2 months now, I will be able to do this over in YouTube, and maybe I'll do it like simultaneously, because now by then maybe I'll have an audience here that is not necessarily just in YouTube. I don't know what is the. Of course, all of you guys come from YouTube, right? Can you guys post down here just for, you know, to do some for my own research? Actually, well, no, most of you are gonna be like, yeah, YouTube. But if anyone watching this did not find me on YouTube, you came across my stuff here on Twitch. That's so unlikely. But if any of you guys did that, can you guys post it? And you put like, just put like, found you on Twitch, or not from YouTube. And then, yeah, because I think if I ask you, the guys, to say who came from YouTube, it'll be like all YouTube. Right? Because then eventually, maybe, yeah, I'm gonna do it on both over here and over there. Because over there, like, I have much more exposure, right? Like, there's 92 of us here. If I was doing this on YouTube, they'd be maybe like 300 people. 200, you know, I was at about 200 people whenever I would go live. But whenever we were talking about something cool, like, you know, some batteries and stuff, it would, yeah, it would be much more than that. So I kind of lost all that audience just because I was being dumb, and because YouTube doesn't really care about us little. So let's see. Battery hookup says some modem batteries we get 98% full capacity. Some get 40 to 50. The old ones from 2007 are the 50. Depends on the storage. Oh, and temp. So there, I guess there are some that are not as good. Let's see. Oh my God, you guys are posting a lot of questions. Say, Jiho, what did you end up finding the best battery to use on your electric skateboards? I'm using the 3400 milliamp hour ones, because the system that I'm using. Oh, let me show them to you. So I actually went with this. These are the Chinese controllers that are like the Meepo style controllers, right? And these ones don't pull that much. I think they're like 20 amps or something. So even when you have like a four-wheel drive, I think at full load, my battery only sees like 40 amps for like a few seconds, and then after that it just tilts back, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, if we're talking about 40 amps, I mean, 4 of my 3400 milliamp hour cells totally could deliver 40 amps for a few seconds without getting hot or getting too stressed out. So I'm just using the 3400 milliamp hour ones, and that seems to be working for that. I haven't totally like used it a whole lot or whatever, but I did test it going up some steep hills, and you know, going on like a 25-mile like, you know, ride one day, and they totally worked out. I mean, I guess I'll let you know, and you know, when I use one like for months and months, I guess that's the real test. So here we go. Thanks for the McMaster car advice. I've gone there before. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Where are we? So my battery bank just died in my camper, the OLED acid one. So now I gotta move my switch over to lithium, completely up a bit on the schedule. I got what, 3.8 kilowatt hours together so far from the C-Max batteries. Oh, okay. So what are you doing? You're doing 4S for like 12 volts or something like that? Wondering if it's practical to combine some DIY 18650 modules. Yeah, you could totally do that. It just kind of adds a little bit of complexity, you know what I mean? Yeah, it really depends on how hard you're running the batteries. If you're going easy on the batteries, they don't care like what kind of batteries, as long as they're all put together and they're all the same, you know, they're all relatively the same size, every module and stuff. It'll work out. Battery Hookup says your 18650F and your 18650FJ, same ones, both have red insulator ring, red on red are heaters. Ooh, okay, so the A's, the F's, and the FJ's are the heaters so far. So Toyota Prius was really slow to adopt good battery technologies. Wow, yeah, they're still using nickel metal hydrate. Come on, join us in the 21st century, Toyota. Let's see. The Prius for the 2015 to 2018 have LiPo versions, but that battery option is more cost for the car, so the most common battery is still nickel metal hydrate battery. Really? Do you have plans to make a graphene battery pack? No, not as of yet. Right now, I deal a lot with, overstock, reuse, repurpose batteries. So until we start seeing those in the reuse, repurpose, and overstock markets, then I probably won't be messing around too much with them. Unless someone gives me a bunch, then I'll play with them. Let's see. You need a suspension like on this Baja board. Looks like big RC components. Maybe use 1/5 RC car and place board on top. Oh yeah, I've probably seen that video. I watched a bunch of it. In fact, someone sent me a link to HUV motors on a big Baja, like off-road board, which I was like, oh, that doesn't exist, so that's why I'm making my own out of like using hover batteries or motors. But it turns out they do exist. So if you look hard enough, they do exist, and it wasn't even that expensive. It was like $400 for this board. So I don't know, maybe I should get one and try it, or I could just build my own. It's much more fun building stuff, right? Richard 57 News says, I wouldn't mind paying money to teach. Yeah, as it turns out, it's probably you're not the only one, and I'm just dumb and not taking that, right? But again, it's like, so I'm always fighting the urge to do things for money, right? Because money is not really a driving force for me. It's like I don't get up in the morning, I'm like, how do I make the most money today? I make money when it's like, oh damn, I gotta pay all these bills. Like, how do I come up with money but still having fun? It's like, how do I make a video that gets me some money? Saraware87, welcome to the channel. So, yeah, I gotta ask myself, like, how much money I want to spend doing stuff that I don't completely enjoy. And the older I get, is the less time I'm willing to do that. So, oh my God, what happened to my throat here? Let's see here. Gridless says, not sure if you have seen my YouTube channel, Modern Off-Grid DIY. I'm using the Tesla batteries to run my whole house here in Hawaii. I haven't. Not in Hawaii. I've seen one guy that is doing it out here, like in Colorado or Arizona or something, but not in Hawaii. Man, Gridless, send me a link. I want to check out that. Next time I go to Hawaii, I want to go see your thing, your setup. That's my dream right there, man. Hawaii, an electric car, so a little beach house with off-grid panels, and then with my electric bus to roam around the island. I mean, come on. That's the dream right there. Let's see. Why don't you make yourself available as a consultant through EV West? They already have a price and process for one-on-one consults. Do they? I actually didn't know that. I don't know they have a set price and stuff. What is the set price? What does that mean? Yeah. So that's the other reason, right? Because I could probably spend all my time doing consulting work, but man, again, that's a different thing than that's a different mission, right? That's deviation from the mission that I'm on today, which is to find time to make videos, right? Because that's where my interests lie, in the video, in making videos, getting better at doing stories and that sort of stuff. So, and figuring out how to make money doing the thing that I might have to, you know what I mean? Like, try it but yeah. Let's see. Hit the gym. Do an hourly rate via PayPal, says Island Times. Counselor. Or we can post you lots of weed. Really? I don't smoke weed. You guys haven't seen the thing earlier today. I've never partaken on the weed. Have you seen the Energy Kodiak battery generators? I think they would be Puerto Rico. I've seen some of the Kodiak ones. I think they're pretty cool. I think they're really expensive, from what I can remember. I come from the Bon Court. This'll take YouTube. Twitch is good as we can post links to you. I come from Bon Court. What's Bon Court? You need to do a straw poll. How do I do a straw poll? And what is it? YouTube. Okay, so I'm barely getting to the comments where you guys are posting. Held a message for a reason. Say allow. We'll post it. What did it say? Oh, Pornhub. This guy comes from Pornhub. He says, YouTube. I come from Bon Court. Live. YouTube. YouTube. What kind of battery you can make with 52 18650 cells? Well, you can do a lot of things with 52 cells. Been following you from YouTube for over a year. Can I buy cheap batteries from you? No, not from me, but you can buy cheap batteries from Tom. By the way, I think it's time to post the links again for those of you guys that are new. That's just showing up. Here's the link. I just posted a link. YouTube, yeah, Twitch is better for sharing links through the chat. Although the chat isn't saved. Oh, are you sure? I think that is saved from YouTube, and the YouTube is saved. Although I haven't been up there anymore. As soon as I got the thing where you can do the, yeah. I don't think the notification. Can I buy cheap batteries from you? Pretty please, price. eBay price too high. Oh, I see. You've seen the prices on YouTube and that's too high. Man, those are the going rates. At least if you're looking at the right links. $150 a kilowatt hour. That's about the going rate right now on raw cells. YouTube, then Twitch from YouTube. I like those LG packs. Those LG packs they're pretty good. Okay, so there's a link here to do straw poll. Just got here. I tried reaching for a while now. I want to get in on a bulk purchase. Oh yeah, well, contact, yeah, look at the links that I provided there. I don't sell batteries. I just, Wait, so straw poll, the place to create instant real-time polls for free. Type in your question here. Oh, let's do something. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. Okay, how long have you known me? Known me. And from where? So, YouTube? what were the other ones? Twitch or other? IP duplication checking, improve spam prevention, allow multiple poll answers, create a poll. Okay. So to post a comment, please log in, register. So wait a minute. So then what? This website uses cookies to ensure. So I just now what do I do? Oh, share. There we go. So I share that URL. Okay, let's try this. That's so here's a poll, guys. I know you guys, most of you guys answer, and we probably know the answer to that. As most of you are going to be from YouTube, but that's a cool thing. Straw poll. I didn't know that, Vicious Sadiac. So I'm saving up to upgrade a scooter, so I'll be playing it safe on the amp side of things. There you go. Wait, so how many of the ATL Lithium's Ion 9S would be good for a power wall? Well, I don't know if those would be the best ones for a power wall. Why do you want to use those Lithium Ion 9S packs? Those are like kind of better suited for like other types of thing. Let's see. Have you found any good use for the big 200 amp LiPo packs from Tom? I bought 28 on a whim. McLoopy says that. So, I mean, you could make a power wall using these. Like a portable one, too, that would need a lot of power, right? These are power packs. What I'm going to do is make a 20 or a 48 volt pack and put it in my car so that I can run my audio equipment, because I got a 48 amp power amp, like one of these, like one of these board amps or whatever. I don't know how good they're going to be, but it looks kind of flimsy. It doesn't, it doesn't look as beefy as the one that I have, but then again, the one that I have in the car there has to have a massive heatsink because it's running on 12 volts, right? This one, if we were running at 48 volts, I think it's going to do better. At 200 amps, 48 volts, that's quite a bit of power that you can push there. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, other than that, yeah, you can make all kinds of packs with them, but they are challenging to put them together. Yeah, so I was thinking about, like, you know, people use this like circuit boards where they cut like little, you know, slots, and then they push the things through them, right? So they push them through there, and then like they either screw them or they solder them, or I don't know. I'll show you guys what I did later on the when I make a video with using those, the other video. So here we go. I think I've seen some comparable pricing on AliExpress though. Yep, AliExpress has cheap batteries, but you know, they take forever to come here and you can't really test them. And so you're taking kind of a gamble and stuff. But yeah, you can buy, you know, cheap batteries from China. Anything cheaper would be a gamble. Can you trust AliExpress? Yeah, I mean, you have to do your homework. You have to find a good seller. And he's gonna sell good stuff, and he's gonna ship it to you. Let's see. Where is the hoverboard wheel board? Where? Yeah, so I haven't finished that. I haven't worked on it. This whole trip to Puerto Rico got in the way. I need you rubbing his hands together about money is a gift. Yeah, I mean, definitely if I wanted to make money, I wouldn't be doing this battery stuff. I'd be like a banker. I'd be in like... I'd be into like insurance. What else? What else is where's the money is at? Yeah, definitely not doing YouTube, especially about batteries, some like niche thing like this. Let's see. Well, never bought from them. I just want to get the best possible dollar per 1 hour possible by combining buying powers with the others. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why I like buying, you know, stuff from like Tom, and I was always looking for local sources for batteries, right? It's just because you can test them, and then I'd rather have an old, high quality battery cell than some like unknown, off-brand Chinese new cell, right? That you might not know. You know, there's not a lot. The testing, there's not a lot of people that have used them and they can vouch for them and stuff, whatever. So that's why I always it was attractive to do the recycled dead laptop batteries, because those were using like good quality cells. At one time they were new and good. Now, you know, money isn't everything, but prioritize your day. So as it turns out, I usually tend to like make the video first and then be like, oh my god, now I have to figure out how to make money. Which is getting me in trouble a lot of times. Yeah, for people wanting batteries, contact Tom Alarm Hookup on eBay and tell him what you need. Yep. Batteries from Tom. Tom's the man. Wait, can you give PCB? Let's see. Technical support and counseling. 15 minutes for $15. That's $60 an hour. Oh, really? That's, where is that? They have, let's see. I just clicked on your link. There you go. They do. When checking out, please select will call instead of the shipping option to avoid false charges. Look at that. Yeah, I guess, Michael's on the phone all day. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I have trouble getting a hold of him because he is on the phone and he's always talking about people that are doing a thing. One-on-one counseling, consulting, and get paid but record the whole thing and post online. So it's actually might be possible because this service, someone's hit me up with the service, they were setting it up, and it was just starting. It was a little bit annoying because I couldn't get like answers or whatever. But yeah, I think it's like a video thing. You sit there and then like you can auction thing, or you can set up blocks and you can like let people like bid or not bid, just pay, or you can do like a flat rate, fixed price thing, and then once they fill up, then then you can go on and you set your time, and then you go on, and then it's like a two-way thing. You can just talk to them, sort of like Skype kind of thing. I gotta try it at least once, right? It might be super cool. It might be something that people really like, and I can I can make a quick buck there doing that thing. I mean, I'm doing that anyways, not really getting paid for it. I mean, like this platform here is not paying me, right? Like, I'm here on Twitch and I'm trying to like build things so that eventually when YouTube decides they don't like me and kick me out of the platform, maybe I have a little bit of something to fall back on, because like none of the other social networks I don't have any followers anywhere, right? So if I can build something here, then it'll be good. And I have the email list, right? But I'm so terrible at sending emails that it hasn't been growing. I think we have like 3,000 names there and stuff. But now not everybody opens those, so it's a hard thing, By far the most reach that I have is on YouTube, and so you gotta try to diversify. Come to Las Vegas. Come to Vegas. We're gonna blaze 420s. Gridless. Oh yeah. So let me. I'll put that on this thing. Oh, what? To add modern off-grid DIYs, a contact, use your phone to open the link you just clicked. Come on. What kind of? Well, yeah, it didn't let me do the thing. So here we go. I guess I gotta use my phone to look at that link. Get the guy who pays you one-on-one consulting to sign release of interest and waiver if he is paying, but you can still record and use how you like. There you go. Let's see. I want to build a pack that can charge fairly fast. What's a recommended sell? Let's see. Well, what's fairly fast? I mean, these batteries, like, I know the Tesla batteries, right? These ones you can charge them in like 40 minutes. Right, these are the Tesla Model S batteries, and they're energy dense cells. They're not really power cells, but Tesla charges them like in 20 minutes, like 80% or something like that in 20 minutes, I think. Right? So what is it? It's 100? No, it's an 85 or 100 kilowatt hour pack. And they're charging it at 132 or up to 132 kilowatts. So, yeah. So actually that's 1C. But then the 87 or the 85 kilowatt pack, so it's a little bit more than that. Almost like 1.5C, 2Cs or something. That's pretty fast. Yeah, what are you trying to do with your battery? Like, what do you mean fast? How fast? Those are fast times, at least for us, how many people are still without power in Puerto Rico? Well, there's a lot of them still. It's a few 100,000, I think. Let's see. So, second detention says, are 18650 really the best way to go when making a battery bank? What about iron phosphate and so on? Yeah, you can totally do that, but these are like literally the most common batteries nowadays, so you can find these in really good condition for really cheap prices. So that's why we're using them, right? Because just there's an overabundance of these guys. How many are available? I mean, Tom has millions of them with like at 95%, you know, capacity, and he's selling them for really cheap. You know what I mean? Like, and he's, yeah, and there's no end in sight. You know, there's these are just being used more and more and more devices and more, and so that's why we like those. The lithium iron phosphate ones are kind of specialty batteries. Recently bought a 40-volt grass trimmer. The battery has 20 18650 cells in it. The power this thing has is really impressive. Batteries are awesome. Yeah, you probably have 20 high current batteries in there. So at 40 volts, yeah, that thing could push a lot of power. Wait, so 20, what is it? 40, yeah, I don't even know what the battery configuration is. What are the dimensions of those 200 amp batteries? Debating those for a scooter, and what to know if they can fit, or want to know if they can fit. So I do have a, let's see, do I have pen here? There we go. So check it out. So they come like this, right? This is the way that Tom sells them, and they're so they're 5.5 inches with the width, and they're 7.5 inches lengthwise. But see, here's what I did. I actually made them smaller. I just cut the thing very close, and then I used Captain tape to put them together, and then I put 3 of these guys together. So I was actually able to shave quite a bit. So now they're 4 5/8, 4 3/4, I think. Right, lengthwise, and then widthwise, and then lengthwise. So about 8 inches. And I just wrapped 3 in a row here. So this is a 3S pack. And then I just folded the little things on themselves. I don't know how good that connection is gonna be. I guess I'll test it. If it starts melting out, then it wasn't that great. Because the problem with these is that one is copper and the other one is aluminum, and so you can't resolder them. Solder will grab one, but it won't grab the other one. So I hope that helps you with the dimensions there. So Jay Garcia, I'm in Southern California. Does Tom have a shop I can pick up stuff at? Currently not in Southern California. He does have a shop, but is back east in PA. Philadelphia? Pennsylvania, or something like that. Specifically sharing today. Yeah, those are my links that I made today so that I can get a little bit of that's how I make money. If you guys buy any batteries on those links, I get a little bit of kickback, a little bit of commissions from eBay. Let's see, how was Puerto Rico? I heard there were riots. So we actually left before all the nonsense left. At least I did. Tom Didn't leave till the end of that day, but he says there were, there was no more riots by the time he made it to the airport. What software do you use to edit your videos? I use Final Cut X. That seems to be the best one that works with Max, and I use Max so far. So let's see. Yeah, Benselham, PA. So there we go. A Republican senator makes barrels of money. That's right. I could also go into politics if I wanted to make money. How is PR? Okay, so I actually read that one already. Your link for batteries are no longer available. Post some new ones. Oh, I wonder which one. Is it the one down here on Twitch, or is it the ones that I'm providing? Today I posted some new ones. Oh, that's the new one. I've actually posted them a few times. I guess I do have to change the one that's in there. The problem is that I have to, they keep changing all the time. So yeah, I have to go and update them all the time, which gets a little bit annoying sometimes. But I guess we're gonna have to do, right? Okay. Oh, we're all the way over here. I lost my place here. Nice to see you live, says Shaylish19. Thank you. Yes, I bought over 200 times from AliExpress, and they are always legit. I don't know about 18650 cells yet, but I can order, and if you test them and they're not what I want, they have really good money back guarantee. When you complain, and they usually just tell you to throw away the items. Yeah, I mean that kind of works, but if you're buying a lot of batteries, then it becomes a little bit, complicated to do that. Is there a lithium chemistry battery that is easier to ship? No, I mean it's all the same. It's just they treat them all the same. It's just they're hazardous material, and so you gotta have all this stuff. I actually asked Tom a question that I am earlier today, and I am gonna post that as a standalone piece of today's the earlier stream that I did. So it's a little bit, yeah. So essentially, it's almost impossible to legally ship for the average person, right? So you'd have to just take your chances and just ship it and hope that nothing happens. And if it gets caught, then you're in for a lot of trouble, right? So yeah, it's hard. Hopefully the regulations will loosen up once they figure out how to do it. Oh, here we go. User Hawaii Biz. There we go. Live now, Hawaii volcano lava outbreak eruption 3 days ago. Are you on Hilo? Are you on the Big Island? Because that's where the thing was going, right? Yeah, I've been there. It wasn't my favorite island, but yeah, it was good. I like it. The crazy thing is I paid money to go on a helicopter to go see the lava flow, and there was no lava flow. We're like, oh, you can't see it, it's on the ground, whatever. And now people are just having lava spewing out of their backyards, right? Which is kind of funny. That is the Hawaii guy YouTube channel with the Tesla battery in his house. There we go. Yeah, I clicked on it. I'll save it there and watch it. Maybe, let's see. Then you can add inverters as you need it. Let's see. And so you guys are talking about among yourselves. You George Lopez lost, brother. Well, pretty much we're both Mexican, so if you go far enough, we're probably related. Definitely want to see a wiring diagram. Okay, so that's the thing. Oh my god, you guys are really going about the 3 phases. That's an interesting thing there. I kind of did something similar, but with the grid tie inverters, right? I have a couple of them connected to the same panels, and then I have 2 of those going into each of one leg of the thing over there, and they're just kind of running a motor over there. But I mean, it's just taking the energy from the sun that the motor wants to use, and then pulling it from the panels instead of pulling it from the thing, even though it's still connected. So I'm just trying to match the energy, the energy that the panels are producing to like what the motor is pulling out. So during the day, that way it won't cost me so much money, because that motor just runs all day to do the pull. Let's see. Yeah, grid tie stuff syncs the phase through inherently with the grid phase. Oh, I thought you were saying off grid. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Off grid. Good luck folding the tabs of those pouch cells to make a 4S pack. It stays in my car for backup jump start. Wait, so you also did that? I also had good luck. Oh, so you did fold those things. Okay. I'm not the only one who did that. So here we go. On Twitch. Let's see. Always send priority mail. PM cannot be searched. Send batteries. Well, I don't know if they can. But if something happens and the batteries catch fire, or the package rips and then the batteries come out or whatever, they can see it, then you're like, ooh. Then you get into a lot of trouble. So yeah, I mean, you can get some off the radar. Batteries are safe, but if they're not, then you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. What's the weight of a single SPM? I don't have a thing that works. This is disconnected right now. My scale. My best friend is Jesus Garcia from Artesia. Maybe you're related. He has some family in California. And I married a Garcia. Yeah, there's tons of Garcias. We're like Smiths, of the Hispanic world. We're everywhere. In every country there's Garcias. So do you think doing EV conversions will become a lost passion and no cost effective on EVs, which are what? What are BEVs? They're not plug-in. No, that's are becoming mainstream with Tesla, Leaf, Bolt, etc. No, I think you're always gonna have conversion people, because we've had a whole generations of cars that are loved by a lot of people that are from the past. And we're retrofitting them, and we're hot rodding them, and we're doing stuff. So we're always gonna want to have a classic car that's got 500 horsepower. And in the past has been LS motors, you know what I mean, with power glide transmissions. But in the future is going to be conversions. It's going to be electric motors with lithium batteries. So it's always going to be there. It's not going to, I don't think it's ever going to be like mainstream. It's ever going to be like a big thing. It's always going to be like a hobby. You can use grid tie as long as you have a standalone inverter as a backup. Yeah, I wanted to do that. Have you actually done that? Have you connected an off-grid inverter and then use a grid tie inverter together. I've been like, because then that would be an easy way to wake up your. So the question that I get asked a lot is, I have a roof full of solar panels with micro grid tie inverters. The power's out. The power's been out for months in Puerto Rico. How do I use my solar system? And I'm like, you can't, right? Like, what do you do? You have to change your entire system, reconnect, rewire your panels, and then get an off-grid, centralized like inverter. Can you get just an off-grid inverter with a little battery and then energize, the rails, and then just wake up all those, off-grid or all grid tie inverters? Does that work? Will that overload that thing? Where is the energy flowing? Is it all being pushed to that off-grid inverter, standalone inverter? Like, there's so many questions, and I'm like, I don't know the answers, but in theory you should be able to just kind of energize your panel with an inverter, and then wake up all those, and then connect the charger, connect the load or whatever, and then charge batteries, or just run your house kind of thing. So those are kind of like the questions that I get. I wondered, have you actually done that? Because that would be an interesting thing to do. By law, they can't search priority mail, but first class can be searched randomly. Just make sure you package 100% bubble wrap. BEV stands for battery electric vehicles versus PHEV, plug-in hybrid, yeah. And HEV, hybrid electric vehicles. Oh man, all these acronyms. Let's see. So you have to be disconnected from the grid to boot the grid system. Otherwise, you will electrocute anyone working on the line. Yeah, and that's easy to do, right? You just flip your main breaker off, and then you electrify it just from your house down. That would be an easy way to do that. Or you would put like a disconnect switch or whatever if you wanted to. I didn't do it, but on YouTube, going off-grid did a while ago. Oh, really? Oh, that's another video I gotta watch, I guess. Oh.
Alright.
Grid tie can be used off-grid. Yeah, so there's so many people in Puerto Rico that have full systems that haven't been working because they don't know what to do with them. So... But be careful, if you do this and your grid tie are in zero export, you'll blow up the standalone inverter. Yeah, so see, that's the thing. How do you hold on that energy? You have to put a load. You gotta make sure there's a load there, like a battery charger, charging a battery or something, or having you have to have, now you have to manage this load that's coming in, and then find a place for it, it would probably be interesting and challenging at the same time. I have 3 pure sine 15 watt inverters I'm starting with. That's pretty crazy. With the inverter drawing off a normal battery bank. So, yeah. So that's another video that I'm going to make, right? My perfect solar installation. And, it's going to have... it's going to be off-grid, but it's going to be also grid tie with a battery charger and a battery in between. So... always going to be run on battery, but it's going to have the grid as a backup. And I have to make a video on that and make a schematic for that. So it's going to be cool. I have a full roof system too for the grid One of the systems I reviewed rewired to 72 volts and then PPT into batteries. Wait, what do you say about having more than one bank working? I wonder what are you asking about? I don't know. Like if the inverters are in sync and they in any way interact through an appliance by oh man, I don't know. Being combined into, I don't know what that means. Wow, island times. Oh, so you're island times. You're in Australia, and you get paid 54 cents per kilowatt hour. So, wow, that's a lot of money. 54 cents per kilowatt hour. That's more than I paid for energy here in California. Wow. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night here. It is 11 p.m. currently in California. I don't know where you guys are at. Who took the thing here? And did anybody take the poll? How do I? Oh, the results. Let's check the results. Boom. Yeah, YouTube. 95% YouTube. What? 5% other. No. 5%, let's see, Twitch. So no one's from Twitch. Only one vote from other. And no one's from Twitch. Yeah, of course no one's from Twitch, because this is a platform where there's a bunch of gamers. There's a bunch of people. Oh yeah, I see. So it's so dumb. I made a question that there was no way for you to answer, because you can only choose YouTube, other, or Twitch. Yeah, that's dumb. Well, I'll remember next time I make a poll. Yeah, so most of you guys are from YouTube. Like, you know, that kind of makes sense. Gamers. No Twitchers. Yes. Seattle, 11 p.m. Yeah, so you guys shared the thing. Alright, guys, thank you for spending another night with me, you know, talking about batteries and stuff. And if you guys need some batteries, make sure you get them. Those sales from Tom are temporary, 3-day. One is 3 days, and the other ones are like 7 days or something, like a week or something like that. I think set them up. The ones that are the EV batteries, I think those are just regular prices. But I don't know how long those are going to be there. It doesn't seem like they have a ton of batteries. So, yeah. And those are really cool. If they're there for too long, I guess I'm going to have to pick some up and then do some projects with them, because those are cool. I always wanted to do those projects and I could never make it happen. Now that they're back for sale, maybe it's the time to do it. There's the time to do some of those. Alright, guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the comments. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Alright? Okay. Let's stop the broadcast. Alright, good night.